over.
Really? Like it just stopped?
Finke's just there. Finke's like right there. Yeah, it's hit. It's just hit. What are we doing here? Something's wrong with their car. I don't know. Yeah, something's up.
Our race today was really good until it went really bad. It was a guy trying to get past us in some dust. That, and the car was feeling all just dodgy and sketchy. And for the last 80 Ks, we were limping it home in only front wheel drive.
Well, here's my engineer, but we've broken the flex plate. The gearbox is about 3 bolts from being pulled out. We've got a couple more bell housing bolts to go. Tail shafts out, we'll slip the box out, get the converter back, drop the flex plate and get in that chopper and get it sorted. Yeah, so no luck with your guy. No. We can't get onto our engineer and Alice. We do have a backup plan. One of the boys here does have a TIG here. Worst case, it's just going to have to be the full bush mechanic job. That's ultimately not the plan, but we'll keep trying the engineer back in town and see if we can get this thing back into town.
Coming down.
You need to go back anymore? Or?
Yeah, back to ball.
Gotta watch the sparks. Tell me when. Yep. Okay. Exactly what they thought. So this is the no. Is that the old plate or the new one? What plate's that one? That's not the new one.
No, we've got a new one. The old one fixed.
Huh?
We need to get that one fixed.
So we didn't use the new flex plate. Right.
It's kind of a stitch up. If it wasn't recessed, we could just flatten those out and use this. So I don't think we can use this one. This is the one we got quickly flown in, but it's not quite the same. Our one's quite custom. So like 3 of the holes line up with our converter, the other 3 don't. But what we need is, because our torque converter is so big, we need a really low profile, so we need to machine these bosses down to flush. But because it's counterbore in the back, I don't think we'll actually be able to get away with it. We end up with like not enough meat there. I think we're on plan C now, which is take the other one and get it welded up and get it machined, or get another one made. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye. First machine shop. How'd you go with the flywheel? Tell me, because we got this one here. We can cut the center out of it, weld it into that one. What do you want to do? Yep.
He suggested actually same thing, cut the center X. No good trying to do anything with that. He went and checked. He's got some 4140, which is chromoly spec, and then they'll machine it up through.
And he's going to do all that tonight.
He's going to do that for us straight away.
That's awesome, man. All right, okay. So we're sorted.
Worries, heading back.
There'll be no chance of going home at 5 o'clock today, but we'll be racing tomorrow. So Tim's at the machine shop now. So the machine shop is going to cut that whole centre out. He's going to make a new centre out of chromoly. He's going to key it so it all lines up, and then he's going to weld it back in, face it so it's all nice and flat, and then it's 3 o'clock at the moment. We should have it back by about 6 or 7, and then we'll probably do another 2 a.m. putting it back in the car and get the car going again, so we're racing and it's good for scrutineering tomorrow when Justin and the boys are back in the morning.
Okay, so exactly what the boys thought, where they've welded it, you can see here. the weld just split, yeah? And it's only been welded on one side as well. So I thought they welded it on both sides, but yeah, okay. Now we've got to figure out a plan on how we're going to do this.
So this is the flex plate couples the engine. That's the crank. This is the torque converter to the gearbox. We had it repaired after we cracked the center out on the last one. This one obviously hasn't held.
Let's go back a couple of steps. Obviously, the one that we flew in, that we brought in from Performance Wholesale, and we went through that whole saga to get here, the bolt pattern was wrong. It didn't actually fit. Whilst we were back down at camp, the boys made the call to repair the old one and get a new center machined up. Yeah,
Correct.
so that's the full story.
Got it welded in, but the weld didn't hold. So I don't know, we might be able to weld this back in again. It's got a little bit of play in it, so it's going to be damn hard to get centered. I don't quite know how we're going to do that. We might just have to tack it, put it on the engine, and actually spin the engine, see if it is centered before we do it.
You know the advantage we've got right here? I'll tell you right now, we've got probably one of the best race car fabricators in the country here with Paul Wheel. He actually navigates for Paul Wheel. So OBR boys have got a TIG over there ready to go. Rapid's here, we'll go see him right now, get his verdict. And if he says it can be done, he'll do it here. If not, I don't know what we can do because the engineering shop back in Alice Springs who welded this, we can't get onto them right now. So let's go see Rapid and see if we can make this happen. No alarms came up for heat, so we'll check. Can you? You alright? Track's that way.
We are down here for the 2021 110 race. Inaugural, the first ever 110 race here at Finke. This is the biggest event of the year. Everyone's gathered, the crowds are rolling in. Who's going to be the fastest on this track?
Well, it's obviously not me.
We haven't even done prologue, but let's get into it. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Big 110 race, 2021 winner. I can't breathe.
I think you need to do a shoey.
That's disgusting. Oh, it was a good race, hard race. It was a long race. We took home the win, and we'll be back next year to keep it going, hold the place. I don't think anyone's going to knock that off.
Alright, so we're going to leave the boys to sort out all of our broken stuff because that's pretty much what we do. Hey, stop posing. Stop posing for the photo, you sexy little thing. Now, us four are going to jump in the chopper. You guys are going to see the Finke track from there. We're going to go land back at Camp Patriot. Go and see the whole crew down there. Yep. And yeah, we can have a beer back there. Well, I can have a beer. You guys can't. You can definitely have a beer. Couple of beers in you tonight. All right. So everyone spin around. Let's get in the bird. Camp Patriot. Here we come. See you soon, guys. Camp Patriot. The weather's turned it on. It is just an absolutely epic view from up here. All this all the way around. It's just going on 3 o'clock, so we're going to stop in and see everyone. Probably about half an hour, have a beer with the whole crew, give them all the war stories, show them a little bit of footage. Say good day, how we going, boys? Yeah. Camp Patriot, we're coming in on. Coming to see you real soon.
Somebody's got to need a beer. It's a long race, and we're about a quarter of the way through.
Get a
and then
steak, and we'll have like a,
yes.
like a bit of steak as well. Ready? We thought about it.
He was like, I could definitely use a beer.
Camp Patriot, Camp Patriot. This is the Patriot Campus Chase helicopter. Are you on channel?
Yes, we have copy. We can see you and hear you loud and clear.
Oh, mate, we are coming in hot. We're just circling around. We're just going to get a quick shot of camp over the top. I'll put down beside you. Do you have cold beer?
We have cold beer, baby.
Yeah, baby, give me your beer ready. We're coming in hot.
Get Justin a beer ready. He's coming in hot.
In the best ride ever.
Patriot Racing, baby! You're the best thing I've seen all day. How are you, darling? Oh.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I'm okay now. There was a few tears, I'll be honest. The twins made it in. They blew both drive shafts at about the 100k mark. They drove the car like 120 k's home in front wheel drive. No. We just caught them in the chopper before they left, but yeah, I was literally 15 kilometres out of Finke. I smelt it. I smelt Finke. Got hairs up in the back of my neck, and we got a clean run. And I said to Jamie, let's see what the truck can do. We went 6 gear, dude, hitting metre holes, just. And soon as I started, we were like, the car would not go any faster, dude. Wouldn't go any faster, and then just bang, flex plate gone, side of the road.
That's good, baby. It's so good. Proud of you, mate.
That's racing, eh?
It was unbelievable. Like coming through here, you guys coming through hot. It was mental.
It was, oh, dude. It was so cool. I got out of the car. I had a bit of a cry, I'll be honest.
See us all when you come through?
I just caught, I only see the track, but I just caught, we were coming through, and then I've seen like Peacock in the corner of my eye. And were you guys both down both sides?
Yeah.
Because on the track I don't see it, all I see is the track. And I just caught this Peacock, and I kind of like opened my peripherals, and I saw like black jackets down both sides. We're not allowed to drink down at Finke, so that's why I came back for a drink.
We got plenty.
Let's get drunk!
Yeah.
No, I can't get drunk. How you going? Have you guys had a sick day or what?
Oh, the best day.
Yeah?
Like we've been like on the track, just revving everyone. Had our hats, like all the motorbikes, like everything, dude.
Oh, how good's this? Like coming back to camp, my whole crew, whole team here, everyone's pumped for us. It's kind of all the everything from today, I suppose, is kind of going away now. When I get to see all the support, everyone that we have here. You know what? We're here. Everybody's had a good time. Everybody's here to support us. One beer is what I'll have. We're only hanging around for a little bit, and then we'll head back down and see if the boys got the truck fixed.
Justin, what was the reason you didn't want to race the 110s again? You missed it. He actually said he doesn't want to race because he couldn't stand me beating him.
I'd rather you died not knowing.
Ow.
that is a wrap here at Camp Patriot. The whole crew, guys, I love yous all. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us. I wish we could have run better today, but we're back here. We made it to camp. Everyone's had a good time. We are getting back in the chopper. We're going down to Finke now. Hopefully my car's fixed, the boys' car's fixed, and we'll see you guys at the finish line in Alice Springs tomorrow.
See you soon, buddy. We'll see you at the Alice Springs and good luck tomorrow. If that isn't a Rockstar exit and entrance, I don't know what is. That is sensational. How good is that? I don't think you could top the whole family flying in a helicopter, landing right at our camp. Everyone, like, we were already on a massive high. To have the family come back, land right with us, spend a bit of time with us before they go back tomorrow. The thing is too, when you're out here, you don't really know what's going on. We've got no signal, we've got nothing. So the only way we really knew what was going on is the fact that they landed right on top of us. And hopefully the boys do well tomorrow.
So far, I've dropped a big hit up the back end here, as you can see. So rear drive shaft change, a rear seal on the transmission. We've had to do a full rear bearing clean, just check them because of what happened with the drive shafts. They all checked out fine. Brakes, tyres, all that stuff's really good. Now we're going to take it for a test drive, make sure that's all good, and then we'll bring it back, do a bit of a service, change the front diff oil and check the rest over. But all in all, the car's held up pretty well. The boys got across the finish line, so we'll just get it going again, send them in it, get them to the finish line tomorrow again.
Stressful week, but it's almost over. We did the flex plate again. It's been tacked up. Just put it on there. All we can do here is eyeball it. We don't have lathes, we don't have machines. They're going to eyeball it, give it back to Rapid Fab. He's going to fully weld it, put it in, gearbox on, then we're going to prep the car fully. Repairs first, then prep, then we go to Alice Springs.
Have you got a present for us? Yeah. Did you sort all my problems out?
Hopefully.
Oh, dude, that looks
a little bit nicer.
That looks a little bit better, doesn't it?
Bit of oil coming out of there, but it'll be all right.
Yep, well
It's
done.
a little bit warpy, but not much we can do about that.
Well done, brother.
It's in
I
one
appreciate
piece.
it. You happy with that?
Happy as.
You guys happy?
Dude, it looks good to me.
My man sorted it out for us. We're racing tomorrow. Is it balanced?
No.
What? You didn't bring a lathe?
No.
Oh, you can't balance it?
I've got a hammer.
Oh, okay. That'll do.
We're just going to weld it to a tyre and run the car up.
All right, we're racing tomorrow. Yeah, boys. So drive shafts are in. We're just going to take it now for a check, make sure nothing's wrong with the diff, the gearbox, there's a few other noises. If that's all fine, we pull it back in, prep it, boys are good to go.
How's that?
Yeah, cool. All right, look, love the chop here. Dad, we won't get the chance to do this again,
So
you know what I mean? So, Dad, Belinda, we chucked Dave in there as well, so Dave's going to go through one up there. They can only take one, unfortunately. I'd love to put all the boys up, but Griffo said he can do one flight, so.
So good.
Perfect. It's good to go. We'll prep it now. Get it all sorted out. That's the boys done. Happy.
How good's this? So this is what Finke is really all about. We're new to the whole trophy truck scene, right? So we're here trying to get my car back together. We've got BEAU Robinson here, currently sitting in third position. We've got BRENT SMOOTHY here in the Geyser truck. We've got Paul Wheel here in the Geyser truck. Everybody's out here just supporting the team, you know. They're all just hanging out, keeping morales up. They've got all their cars prepped, ready for tomorrow. My boys behind are only minutes away from getting the truck fired up. The brand new flex plate is in there, but this is the whole thing about Finke. I can't believe that there is just such, I can't believe. It's like every sport, I suppose. It's just such a community, and when you get a group of guys together that have the same common interests, well, you can only really be mates, right? So it's hard, yeah, we're all competitors. I'm not really a competitor yet, but these guys are all competitors. I'm hoping in the coming seasons I'll be up there with these boys. But what we've learnt from these guys as well, you know, they're all just a phone call away. Hey, what do you think about this? What do we do about that? What do you recommend about this? Logistics, parts, any of that sort of stuff. Driving tips, you know, they've been over here giving me some tips on how to steer the thing, and it's just so cool. It's just all part of the community. You can see Beau's over there at the back. He's been with Ashton and Christian now for, I don't know, maybe half an hour, just talking them through, you know, all the stuff that they have in common, and I think the boys are going to form long life friendships as well. Off-road racing, I keep saying it. It's a family sport. That's what it is. It is a family sport. They are all out here with their families as well. So if you're interested in off-road racing, I strongly suggest get involved. Start with the side-by-side. That'll be the way to go. And get your asses down to Finke. Oi, what do you got? Get in here.
Cookie.
Oh, look who's hiding behind the camera. I know the cameraman
Just
likes
trying to
cookies.
sweeten him up.
There you go, cookie. How good is it? We're just talking about the boys over there, with BEAU Robinson and Smoothie and Paul Wheel. And how cool is that? You know, all the boys hanging out. Anyway, I'm going to eat my cookie. Here we go. Whole truck's back together. They're about to start off. Yeah, we're back, mate. Yeah. So, what's left to do now? Jamie's going to take it for a lap around the pits, make sure everything's all good. I'm sure it will be. Flex plate's in there. We don't know if it's going to make it back to Alice. This is the best shot that we've got. I think the job they've done on the welding, I'm pretty confident that we will make it back to Alice. The boys have crashed once again. Pity it happened, but it is what it is. The best thing is we came back, we do what Patriot does best. We're in the race for tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this thing back to Alice tomorrow. I'm going to bed, I am absolutely stuffed. I'll see you guys in the morning for race day 2. Morning, race day 2. It's 5:30 in the morning. You can hear cars behind me starting to warm up. Now with Finke, it's all about obviously swags and all the rest of it. We did have a bit of a mishap on the way down here on the trip out. I had a nice brand new electric Dometic rooftop tent up on the top of the 2500 Ram. One of the kids managed to take that out under a tree, smashed the whole top of the tent off, so we had to improvise. Let me give you a quick look at camp. Look at these two little pugs. They ended up sleeping in these open swags out here. You can see the race cars are just over there, fire's going. But come and check out where the girls slept, have a look at this. So the Ram 2500, here's a feature of the Ram that I don't think we've spoken about very often. Come and have a look at this. The back seat actually converts. Look at this. So there's a little Mimi. Darling, it's race day. You okay? How are you going up the front there, babe?
Oh, I'm amazing, Chap.
Come and have a look at this. Look in the front. So you can see we folded the seats up and we made a bed in the back there for me last night. But also Sarah. Come here. She hasn't got her face on yet. So Sarah did the same. Come here.
Say good morning. Everyone gets to see you in your full prettiness. You don't need that stuff on your face, girl. You look gorgeous. Look here. It's just like...
I slept really well. I slept like this.
She doesn't want to show her face. Girls, we're camping, we're at Finke, but she still needs some girly stuff.
Whatever, you make me age. All the stuff you make me do.
I do, that's actually true. So with the bench seat in the front of the 2500, Sarah did the same. How was it? Was it okay, babe?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good?
I'll test it out for another hour.
Okay, come on, let's go have a walk around camp, and I'll just give you a quick look around. Morning! Did you sleep here last night?
Yeah, I slept here, mate. In the X1.
Oh, in the X1. Oh, you did. I thought you shared a swag with Steve.
No. Well, he snores a bit, so.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I do snore a bit.
How you feeling about today?
I think it might be a bit dusty.
I think it's going to be very, very dusty.
Yeah, I'm only 10 seconds behind Greg Gardner.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah.
And 16 seconds behind Billy.
Billy.
So
yeah.
I think we'll have a fair bit of dust. So we'll go and wind them up this morning.
You guys are all going to be bunched up, eh?
Yeah, we'll go and wind them up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get them all pumped.
Let's do that.
And
yep.
And hopefully they'll make some mistakes.
Good. All right. Let's look forward to everybody else making mistakes.
And hopefully I don't, or you don't.
No. Well, they seated me off 37.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So we found out last night, actually, after we put all the cameras away. So they ended up seating me off 37th because I DNF'd, and obviously in the trophy truck they go off prologue times and they look at checkpoints and all the rest of it. So they've put me back into 37th position. I've got one Can-Am in front of me,
yep.
And then I've got Kaminsky in front of me in the Gymco. Yeah, so that'll be good because Kaminsky is a madman in the dust.
Yeah.
He is awesome in the dust, so he'll clear a good path, I think. So it's going to be pretty dusty for me on the run home, but I shouldn't be too far behind us, you know.
You'll be right, mate.
37, right. Dust. I might come in half an hour behind you, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
You get the beers ready, eh?
I'll have the beers ready for you.
All
okay.
Right. See you in
Oh,
Alice. Race day 2, the run back to Alice Springs. Now, the event is all about there and back, right? So back to Alice Springs is the goal for today. We're running a lot of fuel in the back. You can see my truck sagging in the bump. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this opportunity because of the new motor and the big compression. We don't really know what the fuel consumption is on this truck. So the boys have filled me up to the brim, so she's sagging in the arse, which concerns me a little bit because as soon as we come out of here about 10k out, I'm straight into the rust stuff. So hopefully the truck behaves through all that rust stuff and we get a good fuel burn so we know for future. And it's, you know, the team's still learning the truck and I'm still learning how to drive it. So we're just going to have to put this Finke down to experience and hopefully come back next year a lot better prepared. Race day 2, let's get it done. Race day 2, you can see behind me all the trophy trucks are all lined up together, all of all the class 4 cars. To say I'm not gutted, I'd be lying so much, you know, to see all these boys up the front together, you know. I think all the top 10 crew, you know, it's I don't know. It's my first time in the truck, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's not an excuse. It's just I'd like to be there, you know what I mean? I'd really like to be up there with them, but unfortunately you can see the 484 truck down the back, and yeah, this is just not our Finke, and you know, all of it, I don't think, you know, Toby's never finished it, you know, it's 5 attempts it's taken him to get here and finish it, you know. A lot of these cars, the attrition rate here at Finke is just massive. It's a big sprint race, you know what I mean, and it's hard on the gear, so I don't know, maybe next year might be our year. I'm not saying I'm coming out here to win it or even podium it. I'd like to know that I could compete. I'd like to know that I could be close to the front. You know, top 20 finish is what I said that I wanted, and I think I really do think I'm capable of a top 20 finish in that truck. You know, without the stupidity of what happened yesterday running over the track. But I mean, that wouldn't have stopped us. What really has stopped us was obviously that flex plate and DNFing. So they've seated us in position 37, which is pretty good. Let's see how we go today. Today is just about getting the car home. That's it. I'll drive 60-70% today. Just you know, I've got nothing to prove because we are at the back of the field. I just want to get the thing home, and let's get this done. Right, how you feeling, boys? We're at the start line.
Yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good.
We're about to watch car 1 take off. You feeling good?
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
It's an eerie feeling to be here on your own, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, but look around, all the cars are all lined up. Everybody's ready to rock. today? How you feeling about today?
Feeling good about today. I think what we'll do is we'll try and get through about 150, 160 Ks, see how we're going, and then if we're going to pick up the pace, we'll pick up the pace. Should be a good day. I'm really confident in the truck this time. Nothing more we can do with the truck. It's just up to us driving it and getting it down there.
Any tips for Justin for today?
Listen, slow down. When I tell you it's a 2, it means it's a 2, it's not a 1. Slow down.
Copy that. Sick. All right, here we go. Beau Robinson's up in position 3. Yanni, you got something to say to Beau?
Send it, mate.
Send it, brother. Best of luck, mate. Boys, we out. All the trucks are taking off. I love you. Stay safe. I love you. Stay safe. I'll see you from the chopper. Hey, get that car home today. Yeah, let's cross the line. All right, I'm getting in the car. We out.
So we're about to take off. Justin's like 10 minutes away. Best seat in the house, I gotta say. Hey.
All right, here we go. Race day 2. We got Comiskey in front of us. He's super quick. Then we got another Can-Am. I think we're pretty much going to battle like we did yesterday. It's going to be pretty dusty, but let's just get this truck back to Alice Springs and get to see the family and the whole Patriot crew as we cross that finish line, getting that chopper back down the track, come find my boys and see my boys getting home. That is the plan for today, but this is Finke. Anything can happen. There's a lot of dust out there. Yep. It is moving though. Yeah, it is moving. A lot better than yesterday. So the second she drops the flag, go. All right, mate, let's do it. Go. Get ready. Go. All right, G out in 100 metres at the bottom of this hill, yeah? G out just here. Yep, at the bottom of the hill. Where is it? Keep going. See it right there? Yep, slow down. Left 1 into right 1. Right 1. Step down over this hill. And a little bit further. See it where those flags are? Yep, got it. Step down right here. We're low on the other side. Yep, go. Left 1, right 1. Got another right 1, left 1. There's trees, so it's going to be dusty again. Yep. This left 1's pretty long. Into a right 1. Now after this right 1 is a green straight, okay? Green straight. It's pretty good, keep going. Keep going, you're good, you're good, you're good. Now it's going to go right 1 on the bottom side, okay? Yep, there you go, you can spot it. You're green, all up. Green straight, crest up ahead, see him on the crest? Got him, it's green but. Still green? Yep. Then there's a green left 1 into a right 1 in 100 metres. I'm going to start the siren in a sec. Yep, get it on. Call the corners, right 1. Call the corners. Right. It's a green straight. Go. Good job. Okay, right 1 ahead. Green straight. Still straight, green straight. Okay, a kilometre in front is Comiskey. Green straight. Good, can you see him?
No. Yeah, we're not far off him. We're doing good. We're probably 200 metres, 150 metres off him. Okay. Right into crest, green. Okay, I'm on the siren. You drive the track. Get on it. Right one now. Slow down, crest right, crest straight. That was Kaminsky, dude, well done. Yep.
Right, so me and Jack, we're running chase car in the Ram with a TT 730 on the back. My favourite part about being out here on the chase track, sunrises like that. We've been driving for about an hour now. We are 170k mark, so we have about 20k's to go to the checkpoint. So we've just stopped, we're stretching our legs, watching the sunrise. I can't think of a better place to be chasing race cars. What do you reckon, Jack?
Oh man, there's something about it, eh? Like the sky's bigger, the sunrise is better.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even describe it to someone. I don't know how you do it.
It's anyway, what do you reckon? Get back in the Ram?
And let's make a move. We've got to get to that next marker before they close it, before the race cars come through.
We're on the clock. See you guys. Check with you later.
Sick.
There's another one coming.
Now crest is green. Yep. Crest is green. Let's make up the time now. We've got clear. This is the only time we'll get him. Yep, green. Yep, you're green. It's going to move left on you. Left one, green straight. Straight moves around. Stay to this outside edge. Straight. Straight into a left one. There's a bit of a left on this crest. Keep coming up, keep coming up. You got another left one here, slow it down. I can't read, but I know it's tight. Got it, right one. And we got a left one long into a right one coming up. Here it is, left one long into a right one. It's slipping bad, man. Left one into right one. Just keep driving. Yeah, it's over. We're smoking. It's over, dude. Get off the track. Get off the track. Drive off the track here to the service road. Get on the service road. Stop. Stop. It's just revving out. Yep. Did we lose drive or did we lose converter? No, we got no drive. No drive. Alright, pull up here. Get out of the car. Yeah. Check the fire extinguisher. Check the smoke. I'm getting out of the car. Yep. You get out.
Hey, you're leaking a lot of oil, fellas. You're dropping oil on the ground everywhere.
Lost all the converter oil, all the converter fluid. Just coming through, just lost drive. Look under here. You can see the converter just pissing out oil. What is it, a line or? Yeah? It's Finke over. We're about 70k out. There goes Kaminsky. It's over. Games. I think it's either tell exactly what it is or not? It's either a line or a filter. Line or the filter.
What just happened over anything?
Just then. That's Finke over for us, huh?
Oh, Jamie, get in here. Come on.
Thanks,
yeah.
Good on you, man. That was sick. That was awesome. Sorry.
Oh,
can you
sorry.
Can you radio Camp Patriot and it's beer? Yeah, actually they're just down there. They're there. We both didn't you see them? They were spraying champagne. Oh, was that them? Yeah. All right. Done. Let's get back to Camp Patriot. We'll wait until we see the kids come through. And hopefully they'll do better than I did. Hey, I've said it before. As long as they make it back to Alice, either way I win.
It's a win, babe.
Right? It's still a win. Yeah.
It's a win.
All right.
pretty dusty on the way back. I think we had about 4 or 5 cars within 30 or 40 seconds off the start line, so it made it really difficult for probably the first 150, 140 Ks until we got to where it's rained last night and it sort of opened up. But we made it, so we're very happy that we made it to Alice, and hopefully I think we might be in the top 10, so it'll be a good result if we are.
Oh, we had a pretty good run, mate. We had a good run home. It was pretty well dust free. Picked up a couple of cars. Imagine we would have picked up a few spots, so we're pretty stoked really. Car ran like a dream engine, missed a beat. Couldn't see much, but mint, man. It's been 4 years in the making with this girl, so I'm stoked.
Camp Patriot, this 4840, a copy. How silly do I look with your pink little jam, eh? The big bearded guy gets out of his trophy truck.
Hello, this is RA Camp Patriot, do you copy?
Yeah, hello, how are you, mate? I've broken down about 5 Ks past you guys, mate. Can you send the black truck up to come and tow the trophy truck, please?
So it's just me, Matty, in the campers. We've got Badwood and the GME boys.
Okay, mate, can you send Tony from GME towards camp where you guys were yesterday on the track? And I'll get Tony from GME to tow us with the 80 down to you guys. I feel all right today, to be honest. Because obviously, because we DNF'd yesterday, we had nothing to lose. You know, we had nothing to lose heading back in Dallas today. So today's not the feeling like yesterday. Yesterday was a really, really shitty feeling. I keep saying it, but I'm going to say it again. This is what this race is all about. You know, I'll break down, and my wife's here with me straight away, and this pretty little thing. With a pink radio. Here, Daddy. This was a limited edition that GME did for breast cancer too, guys. So you can actually get in there and support, and some of the proceeds of all of these pink radios go to the breast cancer.
And you know what? You always know which one's yours.
Right, so Tony's just rolled up. So luckily, we've just pulled up. We got him on the radio. Dude, did you do this on purpose?
Yeah, it's cute. The colour suits you.
How are you, Russ?
Good, mate. How you going?
Well, I've been better, so.
It's racing,
we
eh?
think it's the converter. Oh, dude, we're only, 70k from home.
So close,
and
man.
We were macking,
Made good time up here.
Made good time, we drove well. So where is everyone? Fill me in, what's going on?
The rest of the crew is just packed up. We're all at the Deep Well checkpoint.
Okay.
They're all waiting up there.
They're going to wait up there?
We can tow you back up there.
Okay, so I think what we might do is we'll get you to tow us.
Yep.
We'll go catch up with the crew. We'll get the chopper to come in and land beside the team there.
Yep.
Wait for the 688 car to come through, and then I'll jump in and I'll chase the boys home. Dave's in the recovery car up the road.
Yep.
So he'll see us on the side of the road. I don't think we'll stress him out. We'll get him to follow.
No worries.
Just, he had a good time.
Oh, mate. Time of my life.
We've been so good, you guys getting to see us come through with that big GMA on this and what.
Wish we did, but you know what? We got it yesterday morning, and that was enough, mate. When you came flying past us at camp yesterday, that made it all worth it.
Legend, bro. I need you to do me a favour, though.
What's that?
I need a black one.
You need a Patriot green
one. Hey, fill me in. Did I get the story right behind the pink ones? What's the story?
McGrath Foundation.
McGrath Foundation. So I kind of got it right. Support this, buy a pink GME product, and there's a couple of them now, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. We've got some mics, antennas, radios.
Yep.
10% of all the sale go to McGrath Foundation to help fund regional breast care nurses. So it's a really good cause, and they look cute on Justin.
They do look good on me. They go with my beard. Australian company supporting Australian charities. Well done, brother. All right, let's get this hooked up. Let's get back.
Both of our shocks have just gone. Both our shocks have overheated and just went bang. So, let's keep limping. But everything else in the arse end is tight.
So, the boys are only a couple of minutes away. Unfortunately, the one that always misses out on everything is you, huh? We're going to change it up a little bit. Obviously, the effort Jamie's put in this week, the boys can deal with the truck. You know what? They'll be here in a minute. They know what's going on. We're going to put Jamie in the chopper. Jamie, you keen to see the boys?
Yep.
Yeah?
Follow them in.
So, see the Finke truck from the air, which is completely different, and see the twins come in. So, me and Jamie, Christian, and Ashton will be on the line together. Obviously, Mama's not missing out. Little Mimi gets missed out again. It's so sad.
It's fine.
It's not fine. I know. I'll pay for this for the next 3 weeks. I'll pay for it every day. Hey, Dad, yeah, but you got me out of the chopper. Dad, can I have this? No, yeah, but I didn't get you on the chopper. That's what I'm going to cop. And you know what? She'll get everything she asked for anyway, because you're my favourite. I don't know if we can say that on. Note to editor. Maybe don't say she's my favourite in public.
But I am.
Even though she is.
Yeah.
All right. You go with Uncle Bobby.
You've said 4 different people that I'm going with.
Whoever.
I'll find my own ride.
Just find a new home.
Love you lot.
Find a new home.
Love you lot.
We'll see you back on the Gold Coast. All right, here we go, the 688 cars. We're about to fire up the chopper. We're getting in the chopper. Jamie's coming with us now.
Woo!
Here come the twins on their way home to their first ever Finke. Yeah, boys! Yeah, boys! Let's go!
Woo!
Let's go, Jamie.
Yo, Ashton, how's it going, mate? Christian, how's it feeling?
The car was feeling really good until about like the 140k mark, and then both of our rear shocks have lost their oil. We are pretty sure, so they're not working very well.
Okay, copy that, mate. Just nurse the car, get it home, mate. I want to see the 484 truck is out. We didn't finish, we blew a converter. Just keep your wits about you, mate. Drive safe, get that car home.
Yeah, see you soon.
Yeah, boys. Woo. We're right above you. We're going to follow you all the way in.
Perfect.
So they're saying both their rear shocks, something doesn't feel right in the car. They just got to nurse it. They just got to get that car home. From up here, they're looking pretty good, man. You don't get a real perspective of what the track is like down there. You know, it's bumpy, it's ruddy. There's wolves. They're going to come into some big bridges, some big G-outs. So it's all about preserving that car now, just making it home.
Alright, boys, that's it. You're coming into the whoops. You're into the stadium. You know where you are. Welcome to Alice Springs, you two.
We're almost there. Just have to go over these whoops ridiculously slow because we have no rear shock at all.
Mate, do what you got to do. Just bring it home.
Yeah, you go, boys. Full send. How's that? The twins' first Finke. They made it. There and back, boys. Well done. So proud of us.
Boys, great job. Great job. Well done.
Thank you, Dad.
Go. How big? Huh? How good's that? Yeah, me too. How good's that? What a proud moment. Oh my God. Emotional moment for the whole family. The boys' first thing. This is like part of what we do, you know. And their first attempt they did it, but you know what? Who doubted them? I didn't. And I'm sure most of you guys didn't either. Me, you know, with me it's a roll of the dice. It's kind of, well, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm just so proud of them. Well done. Can't wait to get over there.
Hey, Rob.
Oh man, that is awesome. So proud of you. Good job. What can I say? You're a champion. Good job.
Alright, I'm ready to go look
What a
at bed
nice
now.
drive.
I'm ready for a shower.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah, we went all right. At about the 120k mark, we lost all the oil in both of our rear shocks, so we had no rear shocks on the way back for the last 100k's, and yeah, you could feel every bump, like bottoming out over like the tiniest jumps.
Yeah, boys. Come here. Your first thing, mate. Yes. Well done. Come here. Oh, dude. Your first thing. Are you kidding? Drove the wheels off it, brother. What happened? What happened to the shocks? Huh?
They just
Well, both of them both reared.
Yeah, they just like
You were driving it like your dad. Just breaking shit.
It's got like slowly worse and worse and worse.
So good.
I'm so freaking proud of you two,
Ever.
Huh? I can't believe it. Like,
You got it all?
you made it. I told you everything would go away once I got here. Don't even care, couldn't give two about my car, don't even care where it is right now or what's happened to it. The boys will sort that out, my boys. Their first Finke and they finished, and you know what, to me that's as good as a win in both
No,
the
I'm
trucks.
glad you were here.
Yeah?
This is
yeah,
a win.
how exciting. Like, how friggin' exciting. The only thing is, little me's not here. I don't know if I can wrap this here. I can't wrap it here without my daughter, so we might have to wait a bit for me to get in. But if I am going to wrap it here, and this is the wrap right here, we still win. The Patriot team always wins, and now with the twins, it's no different than the feeling at Dingy Derby, right? Trophy truck, yeah, disappointing. I'm sure tonight or tomorrow it's going to hit me like a ton of bricks. But right now, couldn't give two. The boys are back here. They made their first thing. Whole family's together, minus one little one. You get in here, yeah? How was Finke for you this year? Finke 21, like the biggest Finke we've ever had. I hope you've enjoyed watching it.
I'm gonna cry.
I want to see Sari cry. How do you feel about your boys making it home? Come on, tell everyone.
Don't.
How does it feel?
I'm so proud of them.
Do you remember this mum the first time that they got into their race car down at St George? You remember the tears and you remember all of the fear? I told you they got it, and they got it.
And look at them, they're so big.
I can tell you now these boys have got a career in off-road racing, and I'll give it another couple of cracks, and if I can't get it done, well, the keys will definitely be going to them because I know those two are capable of doing it.
Ooh, in the trophy truck.
Huh?
In the trophy truck.
In the trophy truck. So if this is the wrap, and it might not be the wrap, but if this is the wrap, thanks for watching. Thanks to all of our family that come out to support us. Thank you to all of our friends, like from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
And all of the people that are on board with the sponsorship, with the racing program that make this dream a reality. You've seen what it's like down at Camp Patriot. We are a family. Over anything else that we do, motorsports, building camper trailers, running businesses, it's all about keeping the family together. And that's what Patriot life. Now she's making me cry. That's what Patriot life is all about. Hope you enjoy, guys.
Stay tuned.
My first Finke was 10 years ago this year, exactly 10 years ago. So it was 2011. Me and a good buddy of mine jumped into my Hilux and we drove 4,000 kilometres straight to come out and watch this race. So we come out here and really not far from here, just on the ridges over there, we set up camp for the night. I didn't really know what to expect. It was about this time of the morning, the sun just popped over. It was just getting light and I was in my swag and I heard this coming down the track. And I seen this trophy truck come in the distance, just this cloud of smoke. So cool. It was like the apocalypse was coming. This thing, 7,500 RPM, 600 horsepower with a chase helicopter over the top of it. I've jumped out of my swag, you know, onto the track and I've seen this thing just blast through me. I still get chills up my spine, you know. You you're in the territory, you know, you're into V8s, helicopters, and then just this spectacle all day, one after the other. Chase helicopters, pro buggies, trophy trucks. And it was that day, I was like, one day I'm gonna race Finke in a trophy truck. I don't think the kids for the rest of their lives will miss another Finke. It's part of it.
No, and now, oh God, can you imagine in a few years all their mates?
Yeah.
Like they'll have a massive crew. We'll be like the old people in the corner.
Yeah, Mum,
and
Dad.
they'll be taking over.
Get away. We'll rock up here to Camp Patriot, and the kids will just be here, and they'll just own it with all of their crew, you know. Yeah, but that's the bond of Finke, you know. It's a family event. It's like Christmas now for us. It is. It's like Christmas for us. When Finke rolls around, it's just we're just there. It's just something that we will do, and I don't see it ever stopping. This is what Patriot life is all about. You know, you see the hashtag on Instagram, and you know the whole get lost thing and all the rest of it, and even, you know, Patriot campers. There is stories behind every one of those words and every one of these slogans, and throughout these episodes, you get to see what Patriot life really is all about. It's number one, it's about family. It's about remote destination touring. It's about struggles. It's about successes. And Finke just brings all of that together every single year. This is what Finke does. It gives you a little bit, and then it takes so much more back, and then it gives you a little bit more, and then it takes it all back. And the kids' first Finke, my first Finke in a trophy truck. What another moment for the family.
Yeah.